Hello everyone. Today's video is for a reader who wanted to see how I do one of my manicures basically from start to finish. This week's manicure is just going to be decided on a simple French, and I'm going to put some jewels on it later. I have already done the base coat. Nobody needs to see me painting on a base coat. Everybody's seen that before. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the French. I'm going to be using True Gel Marshmallow for my tips and Gelish Light Elegant for the rest of it. We'll do 2 coats of the white on the tip, 2 coats of this on the rest of the nail. And I'll be doing the technique like I do in my French manicure tutorial. We'll be painting on the tips first with the white, carving out our smile lines with the brush and alcohol. And after we get those 2 coats on and cured, then we'll come in with our pink color and finish up with the manicure, and then I'll put on some jewels after that. I have just, I don't know if you noticed, I did go ahead and dry wipe the base coat just a little bit because this white does tend to pull away from the tip, so I didn't want that. And you get a little less of that if you take away some of that sticky layer. So again, I'm just using my isopropyl alcohol I've got here in my little pump container. I'm going to dip my brush in there, I'm going to blot it, and then I'm going to come in and carve out my smile line. I like a nice deep C curve, and I'm also going to bring this up a little bit more to give the illusion of a longer nail bed. So once you get your smile line where you like it, you would go ahead and finish all your nails and cure that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish up on the rest of the nails, and I will be right back. Alright, so my first coat of the white is done. Carved out all the smile lines, and we'll simply go over with a second layer of the white. Okay, so you get the gist of it. I'm going to finish the other 2 nails, and I will be right back. Alright, so the second coat of the white is done, and now we're going to go on with the rest of the nail color here. It's Light Elegant by Gelish. It's a pretty kind of warm pink with some shimmer in it. I'm going to be doing 2 coats of this. And it doesn't matter if you go into the white a little bit, we will be cleaning that up with some alcohol. Now when I paint, I know that some people use a 3-stroke method where you put your brush down, you push to the cuticle, and you go up and then come around to the sides and do this. I don't like doing that, and the reason for that is when you push down with that brush and push the polish towards that edge, you get sort of a ridge along that cuticle, which I don't like. So I actually will turn my brush sideways and come along that cuticle line as close as I can possibly get, and I can usually get pretty close with the point or the side of that brush, and without actually touching the skin, so I can get an exact line, and I really don't have any cleanup along those cuticle edges. Alright, so again I'm going to see we got some of that pink on the white. Just going to take my brush with my alcohol and clean it off the white. And again, the reason for doing the white tips first and then the all over color after that is to, once this is finally top coated, this will have a nice flush even finish on the nail rather than having a very thick white tip if you were to have done the color or the white tip all over the color coats that you already had down. So essentially 2 coats here and then 4 coats on the tip, which makes it for a thicker tip, and I don't like that. So that's the reason why I do it this way. Alright, so we have our first coat of the Light Elegant on all the nails. I'm going to go ahead and cure this and be right back. Alright, so our first coat has cured and we're going to go ahead and do our second coat on the rest of the nails. Alright, so the second coat is on and I will go ahead and cure this and be right back. Alright, so the second coat is cured. I have removed the sticky layer and now I'm ready to stamp my nails. I'm going to be stamping all of them except for the ring finger. I will be doing a special design on that one. I'm going to be using a Dashika plate, one of my big Dashika SDP plates. I'm going to be using this image right here, and I will be using, this is China Glaze, I believe it's Poetic, yes, Poetic for this. It's a nice kind of dusty, almost bronzy pink color, and this comes in the Romantique collection. It's a very good stamping. These Romantique collection polishes really do stamp quite well. So we're just going to do our image there. And don't worry about the excess on the white. We will clean that up with some non-acetone in just a few moments. Alright, so those have been stamped. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to take got some cap full of some non-acetone polish remover, and we're going to take the rest of that polish off the white. I'm not going to worry about the polish that's on my skin right now. I'll get that when I've top coated and can just wipe that off real easy after that. Alright, so we've removed the stamp off the tips, and I'll get my stuff together to do the jeweled ring finger here in just a moment, so I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm ready to begin my placement of my gems and studs. I have some SS5 pink stones here, and I have an SS7 that's going to go on the ring finger for that design. I've got some teardrops. I've got some 0.8 millimeter round studs and 1 millimeter round studs, and I've also placed a little dot of my foundation, which is going to be my super glue. So to begin, I'm going to remove the sticky layer and let that dry. I'm going to pick up a bit of my base gel and I'm going to place it in the areas where I'm going to be placing my gems and my studs. For the bigger stones, you do want a good amount of gel. For those smaller 0.8 or 1 millimeter studs, you want to use a little less gel. Those will start sliding all around on you if you get too much of that on your nail. So you get the gel where you like it, and I'm going to place the center stone first. And I'm going to start placing those. I'm going to wipe some of that off and use a little bit of that gel to pick these up. Alright, so there's the placement on the ring finger. And I'm going to keep it simple on the other ones because I have the stamping and it's already pretty involved on that other finger. So we're just going to do a simple stone. Alright, and there's the placement on that finger. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've cured the studs in place, and now we're ready to top coat. Just going to put one coat over everything. Gel is your super glue method. You won't lose any pieces, so that's a good thing. Okay, I'm going to finish up putting the top coat on the rest of the nails, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we've cured that top coat. I am going to remove the sticky layer. And then on the stamped portion, I'm going to take some non-acetone polish remover, and we're just going to remove the remnants of the polish. And since we've got the top coat on there already, it's not going to remove anything that's on the nail. This is a much faster way of doing it than doing it with a detail brush right after you stamp. And there is our finished manicure. I know it's a bit involved, but you're going to get the wow factor with this one. You can do this as complicated or as simple as you want. And I hope you found the video helpful. And until next time, I will see you later.